Hi there and welcome back. So in today's video we're going to make some soap dishes for these lovely soaps and shower steamer blocks from a lovely lady called Chrissie who has a company called Soapy Bath and Body. You can get her on, follow her on Instagram and also on YouTube. And we had the pleasure of meeting her recently at the Makers Central exhibition at the NEC. We made bath bombs with her and it was such fun. So there we go. This is the Naked Bar, which has got 0 fragrance and 0 colours. I can't wait to use this. Can't wait to use this. There's that one. Now in this, and look at the lovely yellow dotted bags. I love them. This is lemon and poppy seed soap. And look, I love the way the stamp is of her logo. Her company name is in the end of the soap. It's fascinating to watch. I certainly found it very fascinating and quite therapeutic actually to watch her on Instagram making some of these soaps. The whole process is so interesting and she's so easy to listen to and watch. This is the second one. This is activated charcoal and tea tree soap. Beautiful green and black. I think we're going to keep this one in our kitchen by the kitchen sink. So when you come in from the garden, you can wash your hands, or when you're, just in the kitchen and you want to wash your hands. Now these 3 silver, what do you call, lovely like large coins, nuggets, if you like, are called shower steamers. So I opted for the cherry shower steamer. And then this one, which is Breathe Peppermint. And then this one, which I believe is called, Sleepyhead. So it's got lovely fragrances of lavender. Now, we opted for shower steamers rather than bath bombs because we have a very large wet room in our house, a shower room, rather than a bath. So that's why we went for the shower steamers. So the idea is you put the shower steamer in your soap dish and you put it on the floor of your shower and all the hot water sort of permeates into the shower steamers and just evaporates into the atmosphere. Lovely. We're going to use these lovely mica powders. Now these are by Arteza. Everything that we've used in today's video will be available through links in the description box. And these 2 lovely colours as well. Gorgeous. So we're going to use this one mould here, but we are also going to use a leaf-shaped mould too. Now, this is me with my lovely pink nitrile gloves. Don't forget to protect yourself whenever you are using resin and mica powders, just in case you're like me and you've got rather a lot of allergic reactions going on, should we just say. So I've turned the mould inside out, just putting my gloves on a bit better. These seem to be a bit big. So I've turned the mould inside out and just realised that there's still a little bit of, should we say, schmutz? I don't know what the right word is for it, left from a previous project, but we're all clear now. So this I believe is called Ice Blue by Arteza. It's a mica powder, just zooming you in there. Going to apply it to the mould, as our usual method that I use, just using a dry bristled paintbrush. Look at that. Obviously this has been sped up because you don't want to spend ages just sitting watching me dusting moulds with mica powders. But there we go. Look at that. Hopefully you can see how this is taking to the mould, how it's coating it. That beautiful pearlized blue, ice blue, literally ice blue, sort of frozen vibes perhaps. Look to it. I mean, you could make, if you wanted to, and you do this with your home, you could have some for winter, some for spring, some for summer, some for autumn. You could have different variations in your cloakrooms, bathrooms, downstairs loo, dressing room, wherever really. These lovely dishes as well are great for trinket dishes as presents and gifts. Now I've made up, so I did turn the mould back the right way round, as you can see there, and then what I'm adding to the resin that I've made up, we're using ghoul resin. We're almost at the end of that now. I'm just adding a little bit of this, it's called periwinkle. Now we did put some of that on the mould as well. It's beautiful. And then some of the ice blue mica powder as well. Now this is just because I want a true colour in the dish. I don't want it to look dark because I've used black coloured resin. I don't want it to be too opaque because I've used just clear resin. Obviously this is sped up, but this is me mixing in the mica powder into the resin. So ghoul resin that we're using is a 1-to-1 mixing ratio. It's very good. They usually have offers on every now and then if you purchase it through Amazon. There we go. So look at that. Look at the way that colours the resin. I love it. I love it. Looks a bit sort of Aurora Borealis. Get my teeth in. Aurora Borealis looking. Like the northern lights. There we go. So just pouring that in. Just letting the resin drift down to the bottoms of the mould. And you can see me there. I'm just giving a little squidge to those corner sections, just to make sure that there's no little air pockets of bubbles. Can you see the bubbles coming to the surface there? And just popping. That's great. That's what we want to see. We don't want bubbles getting trapped anywhere in this mould, because if that happens and they don't come to the surface and dissipate, then you're going to end up with holes in your cured piece, which will unfortunately ruin it. There we go. So just giving another little squidge around the edges, squidgy widgy, as they say. And then just checking there, and then topping it up to the top. Now what I also did do, I just went round the edges there, just with a little stick there. You can use a micro brush if you wish, whatever you find useful. Now this is the other mould that we're going to use. This is a leaf mould. They are from Temu. You'll see it in a couple of a few videos back in our Temu haul, and we're going to use those Arteza mica powders and a bit of the gold, which was from the gold resin kit. So doing the same with this leaf as we did with the scallop shell mould, turning it inside out, trying not to struggle with gloves that are way too big, but never mind. We're just turning it inside out there. There we go. You've probably seen me do this with these moulds before when we did them as trinket dishes. And I likened them, and the colours, our greens I used, made them look like lettuce leaves and cabbages and so on. But this I think is called moss green. Look at that. Beautiful colour green. It goes on. Again, it's got a pearlised finish to it. So this has been sped up. But I do put quite a bit of this on. There we go. And look at that. That's when it's on there. It's beautiful. And now, yes, this is the metallic gold that I was obsessed with. Hello, my name is Laura and I'm obsessed with metallic gold mica powder. Anyway, moving on. Here we go. Look at that. It's just beautiful, gives it that little sheen. Looks gorgeous. So just turning it back the right way, trying not to take all the mica powder off the mould with it as you go. And then I just went round the edges again, just where I noticed some had come off, using the paintbrush. There we go. Just making sure it's down into that little stalk section of the mould as well. And just making sure that all the mould is covered. Turned it upside down, gave it a little tap again, just to get rid of any excess that might be in there. Now this is the other one, and we used the periwinkle white and also the ice blue again, and we just did exactly the same process. Mixed up some ghoul resin again, 1-to-1 mixing ratio, same as before. Popped in some periwinkle, which is the white mica powder there by Arteza. Quite a bit went in, and there we go. Just gave it a bit of a stir up. Look what it does to the resin. I mean, it's just beautiful. This is me stirring at regular speed. This bit hasn't been sped up. There we go. Just making sure that all the mica powder is completely combined. Look at that. Really is Aurora Borealis looking to me. Now I then poured this into this mould, just very carefully. Did it from a few inches, about 6 or 7 inches up off of the surface of the mould, just trying to get a constant stream. Look at those bubbles coming up to the surface. Can you see? It just fascinates me, this. Normally we'd cut this bit out of the videos, but I thought, no, let's leave it in so you can see what I'm talking about. So just hoping at this point that all the bubbles are generally making their way up to the surface. Just giving the stalk part there and the sides a little bit of a squidge. And just going to do what I did before with the other mould, just going to poke that mini stir stick in, and then just in a little bit around the sides, just making sure that all of it is down, just pushing the mould away from the inside of the mould, the outer side away from the inside, if that makes sense. And then just topping up with a tiddly bit more resin there onto the, that's it, just to fill it all the way to the top. Fantastic. Of course, if you want a much darker colour, you could use a much darker resin. It's totally up to you. If you want them really translucent, then just use a clear resin. So we did exactly the same thing with this lovely green gold version. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Sage. I think, is it sage green or moss green? I'm really sorry. Mixed into the, with the mica, look, mixed in. I mean, it's just beautiful. It's almost, then it was like a grey green, and now it's more of the golden green. But doing exactly the same process as we did with the mould, the first mould on the left there. There we go. Just making sure that the resin's gone down to every area within the mould. There we go. Then just topping it up with the rest of the resin. All the way up to the surface, just to make sure you get an even pour and an even cure for the project. There we go. Look at the patterns in that resin. And then just gave it a little bit of a stir. Because, you know, couldn't leave it alone. So 24 hours later, and here we go. We're going to attempt to demold. Now, I don't know what was going on with me. I was maybe having a bit of one of those days, but every time I tried to demold something on this particular day, it took me a lot longer than usual. But carefully demolding this beautiful scallop shell mould. Now, as you can see, it's still a little bit pliable. It's not tacky. It is cured, but it could probably do with another 2 or 3 hours just to firm up completely. There you go, look. So we've got a bit of overspill there that we need to just tidy up a bit. There's a little bit of mica powder was obviously missing from the mould there as well. But, you know, I mean, it's on the underside of it, and we always try and go handmade with love and not sort of mass produced, should we say. So every one of our pieces is going to be different. It's going to have little things here and there, but you are looking for something that's unique to your style, to your theme, to your project, to what you want to create on your crafting creative journey through life, should we say. I'm getting all philosophical. Right, come on, Laura. Concentrate, don't go into the land of the whimsy. And here we go. Here's with this lovely golden green one. I should get told off. Golden green coloured leaf dish. I will just say at this moment, I sent a little preview video of these to Chrissie at Soapy, and she said, don't forget about your drill holes. Do you get some little like drainage holes? Otherwise, you know, because it's a soap made with all natural products. They can sometimes, if they don't have proper drainage, they can get a little bit mushy underneath, and she wanted to make sure that the soap lasted for as long as possible. And so after this, I made this video. I then went back and I got my lovely little the finest bit I could find on the drill, my hand drill, and I drilled in about 6 holes in each, just going up the middle, either side of the main vein of the leaf. And I also did the same in the scallop dish. I put in some little drill holes so that the water has a place and the moisture has a place to drain out. So there we go. So don't forget to do that if you're not using a traditional soap dish mould to make soap dishes, which is obviously what we're doing here. These would not normally be classed as soap dish moulds. So struggling a bit here to get this one out, as you can see, but look at that beautiful frosted blue-white colour. Stunning. Oh, is that the first time I've said stunning in this video? There we go. There we go. I haven't said the O word yet though either. Obsessed. So here we are. Look at this. It's cured really well. I love the shape of these. I absolutely love them. I think they would look lovely just in plain white. And then maybe do some outlining with perhaps a silver pen the lovely deco pens that I use, just to outline like the veining perhaps, or the central vein in the leaves. I don't think I'd do anything with the scallop shell, but definitely with these other two shells, the leaves, I think they're stunning. Look beautiful. Sorry, there's that word again. So this is just a bit of a demo of how you would use the shower steamer. So as I said, I did go back and put some little drill holes in this scallop shaped dish. Now this is the Sleepyhead shower steamer. I can't wait to use this. So just obviously you just peel off the label there. It's got all the instructions on it. It's also got listed what Chrissie puts in these to make them. Now this has got lavender, so it is a slight lavendery colour, but I think it's probably mainly white. It is a little bit crumbly to texture, but that's quite normal. And look at that. There's an embossed, I think it's embossed, shower head design on it as well. It looks beautiful. So yeah, I mean, basically the moisture in the air when you're having a shower hits that shower bar, and it helps to evaporate it up into the atmosphere. Now this is the lemon and poppy seed soap. It looks like sweets to me. Or you know the really posh fudge from the fudge shops? Have you seen those? Oh, yum. But please don't eat these soaps or shower steamers. You'll be a bit poorly. Quite sick actually. But yeah, just demonstrating there how you could put it in this leaf dish. I love it. Love it. And as I said, watching her make these when she did a reel, she's got them on her reels on Instagram. Fascinating. This is the activated charcoal and tea tree one. Look at that. So they fit quite nicely into that particular dish. Obviously something to bear in mind when you're making soap dishes is that the soap that you've got does actually fit the dish that you want to make. And here we are, I'm just going to show you exactly the same thing in the other leaf soap dish. There we go. Love them. She's got lots and lots of variations of these types of soaps. And as I said, all made with natural products. Very aware of people with sensitive skins as well. And here is, I'm not going to unwrap this one, but this is the naked one. So this is the fragrance-free and colouring-free soap, which is particularly good for anyone with any kind of eczema or sensitivity. Now, I thought I'd just show you some of the ways that we're thinking of decorating up these dishes. So these are just some beautiful little butterflies that we've made from previous pours where we've had leftover resin. You could put some nice little silver seashells. I mean, that looks stunning like that. That one might be happening. I might actually leave that one on there or fix that one on there. If I do decide to do that, I shall just stick it with a little bit of super glue. But look at that one, equally as beautiful. That one might be going on the green leaf one, I think, which will be going in our kitchen. But yes, so, oh look, there we go. Now we made these recently with we had just leftover clear resin, and Wayne, as you will know, who quite often does some of these demos as well, popped a tiny bit of alcohol ink into the resin and then just popped them in the mould that we have for those. I hope you've enjoyed this video. We've certainly loved doing it. Don't forget to check out Chrissie, who is Sopea, S-O-P-E-A. Lots of lovely things that you can buy from her. Tell her we sent you. And take care, everyone. Thanks for liking, sharing and subscribing. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. It all helps with us on our crafting journey. Take care, everyone. Thanks again. Bye-bye.